Like when I was young, so the song says, "It's not my fault that I'm not a boy. I stay at home at night and I would play with all my." Anyway, it's got this whole song where it says, "I'm glad I'm not a boy." And when I was a teenager, this is a really old song. It's from like 1903 or 1904, and I was listening to it on my Sony Walkman, in a post office, and I was singing the song out loud, very out loud, but
not realizing how loud you were,
right?
Because you have their headset on.
Right, because it was headphones were new to us back then, right? Because it was just the turn of the century, and cars were just getting started, and people were just getting used to how to acclimate themselves to headphones. But the lines were, "I'm not a boy. I'm not a boy. I'm glad I'm not a boy," and I think it enhanced the moment for singing out loud. But I played it because I thought you'd enjoy that, since you were mentioning some really interesting. So we just got back from Hawaii. We did a couple of weeks in Hawaii. It was a really stressful vacation, I'll be totally honest with everyone.
It was dynamic.
It was great.
It was thorough.
What does thorough mean?
Like everything you could possibly do or go through on a vacation, we did. Like we were very thorough with our experiences,
Divorce,
our emotions,
almost
our fun.
Almost yelling at your kid so dramatically in a snorkely little bay. Oh man, the dishwasher. Hey, McKay, would you open up that little door right there?
The dishes are done.
The dishes are done.
Just open it and close it real quick, right?
This is amazing.
Well,
it's
technical difficulty.
Good. There, that's
close
handle it. Yeah, you're done.
Good.
Great.
Right.
So the dishes are done.
I'll empty that out later.
I had an absolute. How's the vocal? We good?
You had one of your worst father moments. I haven't actually commented. This is the first.
No, it's so bad, you guys.
This is the first moment. This
it's
is
really
coming
bad.
up
It's
as
bad.
a husband and wife. Me and Easton were just looking at each other quietly.
This is the young one. The Easton is the young one. I was with my older one, and we were in a bay.
We were all in the bay. We were trying to go snorkeling.
And it was maybe 2 feet of water, and my 8-year-old got freaked out because it's like little fish and 2 feet of water, and he's just been in pools or the southern...
They were tired because of the 3-hour time difference. So, like, they were going to bed at basically midnight, 1 a.m. LA time. And they were just overtired. And so were we.
So were we. We were tired.
We had kind of, that was like, what, day 5 we did that?
Yeah. Yeah. And I lost it.
And
pretty
we
bad.
had 5 days of, like, no sleep and way too much togetherness, even though that's what a family is on vacation.
Well, togetherness, but not like togetherness, which also adds to the stress.
You had a togetherness on the first day there.
I did?
Yeah, and I was like thinking I was all badass because I was like the kids were.
Oh yeah, no, you did, and then it went through Then there was a drought.
Well, and then I wanted to murder you, so I didn't really feel like having sex with you.
Then there was a drought,
and I had a throat infection. There's a few things that went on. So when your throat is infected, you don't really feel like
you make me
sex.
sound like a prison guard. I don't care if your throat's infected. Lay down and shut up. No, I obviously had empathy for the white blotches on her throat. Okay, so go ahead. So
we were trying to snorkel, and I want to take responsibility for something first, which is
good. Oh, good. No, I mean, oh yeah. Okay, what? Go ahead.
I want to just go like that because you can't put your arm down like that.
Why?
You're like this.
Is this right? Makai, am I like this the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Pretend you're Neil Diamond. Put it down here.
Okay.
So I had given you shit at the restaurant just beforehand because you were a little bit. You're a control freak. You're.
What? You mean because I want things to go well?
No, it's a little too much. Like. Every moment of the boys eating needs to be commented on, arranged, handled, her, very good. You eat that. So I had kind of gotten over your, like, the diatribe of constant commentary of kids eating.
I'm making some notes for myself here so I can talk to you about what it is that you're about to talk about. Go ahead.
And we had just come from lunch. You're not going to have much of a leg to stand on after I finish this story. So we just come from lunch, so we should have been well fed and not cranky, but we were kind of just like over each other. And he went to arrange the snorkel thing and got all the snorkels and the fish food and everything like that.
The fish food. I spent fucking $20 on fish food that ended up in a balled up fist in my hand and a bass, screaming at my son, shaking the fish food. Shaking the fucking fish food, screaming at my son, put your fucking snorkel on and come in the water. Ah!
That everybody heard.
Hawaiians are very laid back people.
No, it's
people.
tourist,
they didn't mind.
and this non-Hawaiian girl then comes up to me after listening to
95%.
you go, "You're acting like a baby."
95% Japanese tourists who didn't speak a word of English.
Cove. It was the American Cove. And she's like, and me and Easton's just like looking at me, and I'm like,
my son is crying.
Like this, and the story's like, it's slippery and weird, and I don't know. And he was like, so he was having a moment. But whenever he has those moments, there's actually a really understandable reason why. But a lot of times they happen at the wrong time, and they're really annoying when they happen.
I feel horrible.
And
I feel horrible. I had a really, really big sit down with him afterwards.
Yeah.
To apologize about it.
But like everyone on the beach heard Bodhi.
Oh my God.
It was really loud, and a girl ended up like turning to me and going, right over there's like no rocks. And I was like, thank you. Oh, cool. Okay, like way overcompensating as if nothing's going on and my husband's not screaming at the top of his lungs.
Conch. I want the conch. There's
Conch.
one. It's not conch.
I think it's conch.
Is it conch or conch?
Okay, go ahead.
So here's one thing to know about Jenna. There's a few things we know from earlier podcasts that if her hair is bad, then she would be the one to push the big button for the nuclear war, for the Holocaust, for the biothermonuclear war if her hair is bad. But another thing that Jenna can't stand it is public embarrassment. Like anything,
God, I wonder why. What an odd thing to dislike.
No, but you go next level, whereas like you're concerned about what would the neighbors think.
I don't care what the neighbors.
Oh, you have a thing where it's like, what would the neighbors think? Where like if there's okay, like for instance, you will
like I should be okay with you screaming at the top of your lungs in public at our kid.
No, of course not. That's an extreme, and that was insane of me and horrible of me to do. I feel fucking horrible about it. But your worry about
what others think about you screaming at our kid?
Again, that's an extreme. I mean, little things. Like, I've
seen you...
Give me
the more common sense one.
Okay, well,
because I think that's understandable to be embarrassed.
I have seen you, like, not talk about something out loud because someone's 50 feet away. Like, I mean, realistically, someone is 50 feet away, and Jenna will go, I'll be like, what? What the fuck are you... And I'll be like, there, and Jenna will still be like... Like, I'm like, I can't even see a humanoid. There's no one around. And she'll be like, and that's the kind of thing where you go like, okay, for instance.
I just want you to know,
for instance,
you're loud.
Yes, I am.
You're a loud. We are the loudest family on any beach, by the way. Any beach we were on, we're the fucking loudest family.
Okay.
It's the story. Like talking so loud in a restaurant, people are always looking at us.
We're
like
loud.
We're just loud.
We're loud. We're loud white people. We're loud white people.
Be less loud.
And Hawaii, for at least this trip, besides
you get
the
extra
local
loud
Hawaiians,
to make people wrong when we're on vacation because we're like the Hawaiians or the Jamaicans are always like, yeah, man, and. He hates
just combined
that.
Jamaica and Hawaii.
I know.
That was
I said Jamaica and Hawaii. They're like, yeah, man. Brah.
Okay, go ahead.
He hates to be told to quiet down, calm down, relax. It's going to be fine. Because he's like always in this like hyper-strained controlling situation. And he hates to be told chill. And then he gets extra loud and controlling to make them wrong and to protest. So I'm kind of like...
Jenna, you go overkill. We were in our hotel room... I think the last night we were in Hawaii, and we were in a room. The bathroom was totally away from where the kids were.
No, the kids were on the couch, right on the other side of the
this is
bathroom.
when their kids were sleeping, right? And
no, they were watching TV right on the other side
and the shower was running. The TV was on. The TV was loud. They're in the next room. We're in the bathroom. Doors closed. Shower on. Shower curtain closed.
Having sex.
And at the end, Jenna went, shh.
Right as he started to come.
Shh. So mine was like, shh. And I was like, totally.
Because you were like, you made a guttural sound. And I was like, shh.
No, you went shh, like kind of reprimanding, like a teacher, like a school teacher, to like a kid who's
smack your penis. Bad penis.
Yeah, that's
quiet. Come quietly. Bad penis.
I have to re-educate myself of Jenna's rules of hearing, which is ironic because you can't hear. Because you can't hear anything anyway, so it's ironic to me that you think
mumble.
I'm always loud. I don't. It's that you can't hear. And now my son, now you've trained my son to not hear. Now my oldest is like all the time, huh? And I'm like, what did I say? And he knows what I said, but he goes,
don't
huh?
you think that maybe you should perhaps check your mumble factor?
No, because I ask him, I say, what did I just say? And he says it back. It's the huh thing. Huh? Huh?
Well, there's a delay. You don't get people's attention before you speak. You just talk, and you just think that we're ready to listen to you at any given time.
I do.
I'll be in the other room, and you're like, yeah, so I'm going to do the thing. I'm like, huh? Like,
Yeah.
you don't have my attention.
Yes,
so
I
then
do.
I'm like, get my attention first.
I do. I
Thank
do
you.
that. I do that. That's
a
that's
lot,
obnoxious.
like as a normal thing, as if we're all waiting on pins and needles to hear what you have to say at any given time, because we've got nothing else going on in our life except to wonder what you're going to say.
Indeed. So Hawaii was stressful. If I was a divorce attorney, I would go.
Set up shop in Hawaii.
I would set up shop in Hawaii, and I would with a big sign, having fun. Call 1-800 end it now. Does that work?
So
end
wait,
it now?
so
No.
we arrived. We kind of like jumped to the middle of our vacation,
Right.
but like it started good. We were on the plane. We're like across the aisle to each other, and I was
Love
doing
blinks.
my airbornes because I could feel a little something in my
Oh,
throat.
she
but
was
I was not
pushing
going
up.
to get sick, so I'm taking extra vitamin C, and I'm okay.
Oh man.
And then we get there and get up set up in the room, and the kids don't let us talk.
They won't let us finish a fucking sentence.
They won't let us. Like, we need to figure out the plan for the day, the rental car thing, like stuff to coordinate as a family. Mama, dada, mama, dada. Like, oh my God. Like that. And that started to get on our nerves.
Yeah.
And grind on our soul after a while.
Yeah,
We do
and-
love our children. It's just that was annoying. So we started, it's like slowly grades on you. You're like doing good. And then you're like, oh, yes, dear. Okay, 1 second. Let us talk. And you're like, for the first couple
Right.
of days, we had our buffer. We had parental and marital buffer.
Yeah.
We had a little life force, a little extra
And then it went away.
tolerance. And then it
She's
just
sick.
slowly gets eaten away.
She's sick, and I don't know what happened to me. Oh, I know what happened
Well, I
to me.
got sick, and then you went like, it's all horrendous. I
Yeah.
helped plan this trip, and now my wife's sick.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was that no one wanted to leave the hotel room for 3 or 4 days in a row.
You are
I-
a little bit like, we got to go here now. We got to go here now. I'm like, I just want to. I don't want
planned-
to like get up and run a marathon on
I
vacation.
planned and paid for a very nice Hawaiian trip, and we spent days in the fucking hotel room, and my mood crashed.
Because the kids, when they get to a hotel, it's fun. They want to like play in the hotel. They want to play.
They
want to
order room service and watch Disney Junior on TV. And we of course, we're like, no, we're not going to sit in a hotel room and watch TV. No, let's go down to the beach. Let's go on an adventure. Oh, come on. I can't fucking think
You're
of
like
how to
this.
hold it like this because it's so heavy.
Well, you work out.
It's so heavy. I can't lift it up like that. Anyway, I got...
You're good at planning adventures. It's actually a real talent he has, is like planning things. And so then he was just getting like full protest from the three of us. Going, we don't want it. Don't
No
rush
one wanted
me
to
out
fucking
the thing.
move.
Don't rush me here. I feel like my whole life is like rushing to get everything done. And like on vacation, I don't want to rush.
You would like... Yes.
I just
So-
need a day to like not rush, and then I'll want to be productive
Yeah.
on vacation.
Well, so
but-
I gave up. That's what
Well, the apathy and
So I went
surrendering.
I surrendered
two
and
different
basically
things.
let you guys be in a hotel room for 2 weeks.
No, we did not. You got us out. It was
Yes.
just really hard.
We just didn't do about 10 of the things that I had on my bucket list to do in Hawaii. Like,
Maybe you should take your own trip.
yes. Fuck yeah. And by the way, there is a rule I'd like to comment on for wives and girlfriends out there. When on vacation with your boyfriend or husband in a very bikini heavy climate, it's good to sex them up a lot, because there was a point where after the first day it went through a drought, like a very heavy drought.
I had a throat infection.
I wasn't
Not
asking.
a drought.
I
It's
wasn't
recovery.
I was
While you're dragging us out on adventures, and I'm like, and now he's
Yeah.
like saying there's a drought.
okay.
A
Yes,
sexual drought.
an understandable drought. But then you got better, and the drought, you didn't resupply the aqueduct. You didn't fix it. And there was a point where I was like, Because you're staring at girls in bikinis.
You got it once
like,
a week on vacation. You got it 3 times.
I've said so many times, your fucking calculator is so off on your once a
We
week.
did it once at each hotel. We did 3 hotels, and we did it once at each hotel. That's not so bad with
Okay.
kids on vacation.
All right. Maybe I don't have a leg to stand on. It just felt...
I'd like to know, you fathers out there with children on vacation, how often do you get it from your wife?
What is the deal with vacation sex? If you're on vacation, you feel like
With
you want
kids.
all kinds of sex. Like you want it to be like...
It's the hotel thing for
every
you.
2... Yeah, it's hotels. It's like, we should be doing this every 7 hours. I know, it's insane. Also, you get all worked up. I was like on Waikiki Beach, and there was like girls everywhere in little tiny bikinis, and you're like, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look.
And I tell you, you should look.
No, I don't want to, because it gets me all Jewish term mashugana. Like I get all like in my head gets all like, oh yeah, that looks amazing. Oh wow, yeah, I would, yeah. The things I do to that. So I
think those things when I see like a gorgeous black man walk down the beach, I'm like, and I have no apology on that at all.
Jenna.
Actually, a beautiful, beautiful black man helped me today at U-Haul get some boxes. And he helped me get that stuff in my car.
Did he help you with your box?
He helped me get my box.
Did he help you with your box at U-Haul?
He did.
Okay, good.
And
Good.
he was like flirting too. He looked at me.
Oh,
it was a
bet.
nice little moment over some tea that I had this morning.
That sounds amazing.
Sorry, carry on.
No, it's okay. I was gonna recount Jamaica on our honeymoon, which is nothing but good-looking African American, well, Jamaican American, but black guys with banana sack hammock, like the little bathing suits that are just like little. What's the wording for that? Like banana sacks, right? Like little tea bags. Little tea bags. And your eyes were. I thought you were gonna get an eye infection.
And they just love.
Oh, but they love their tall blonde girls.
girls.
Their tall, busty blonde girls. Oh, I could see myself fading into oblivion right on my honeymoon.
Well, they were telling you to relax, and you're like, I don't want to relax.
God, fucking A, they kept saying, relax. Nothing pisses off a high-strung Jewish guy like being told to relax consistently every 7 hours by a laid-back, good-looking black guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't go well. Oh, and we didn't even talk about how amazing you were leading up to us going to Hawaii, because each kid got the flu back to back. So they didn't get it at the same fucking time to make it easy on you.
I don't know if it was the flu, but it was some virus.
Something. So then it went
And you were out of town. It was 2 weeks, 1 kid each week, and you were out of town for both of them, and I had no sleep caring for the kids.
And then
you came home. I was like, oh, he's back.
And
I
guess
can
what
catch up
happened to
on
me?
sleep. And then he gets red eye.
I get
pink eye.
I got red eye.
Yeah, I was red eye. You got pink eye, which
got
was the
fucking
same
pink eye.
virus the kids got, but it manifested in your eyeballs. Mine manifested
I don't
in
think
my
they had
throat.
pink eye.
They didn't have pink eye, but the doctor said it's just a virus and it's going to take where it's going to take.
Have you guys ever had pink eye?
I've never had pink eye in my
It
whole life.
fucking sucks. Your eyes swell up with like pussy, glassy fluid.
And we had to keep the kids away from him because it's really contagious. So that
Really
the
contagious.
third week that he's back, I had to keep them. He's like in the bedroom in bed.
I was
And I'm
sleeping.
like planning the Hawaii trip and caring for the
You
kids
weren't
and not
planning
sleeping.
the Hawaii trip. I was planning the Hawaii trip.
Oh, so all the kids' stuff and all my
You
stuff.
were packing. You were packing.
That takes some prep.
Yeah, but I maintain that you packed for the equivalent of almost like sending your kids away to college for 4 years for how you pack for the kids. Like they need a pair of shorts, a pair of jeans, some undies and socks, and snorkels and fins. Like that's what they need.
Okay,
And
you can do it next time.
well, if I
And
do
then
it,
we'll see what we run into.
I know
we'll
what
see what they're like. I don't have
they don't leave the fucking hotel room. They need a pair of swimming trunks and a
We
shirt.
left the hotel room a lot.
They don't need. I didn't get in the way of what you packed because I know that you looked amazing, and every day at the resort or on the beach was an event, and it was every
You
day.
want a good-looking wife?
No, I loved it. Every day was like she had her right dress on and different color, and people were even commenting
I
on
never
Instagram.
do that, and I
about
did it for this trip.
it was well deserved because you looked hot. So I didn't get in the way of the 7 bags and 8 Sherpas that had your luggage throughout our entire trip. But the kids, I was like, a backpack. They each should have a backpack for a couple of weeks. It's like socks, undies, a pair or two of jeans, shirts, and some swimming trunks. No? And of course, toothbrush, which you forgot the toothbrush anyway.
We didn't.
You forgot their toothbrushes.
No, we were just going to all use mine, I figured, because it's easier.
Oh,
And
but
then I
you had
happened
the
to get a throat infection.
So they didn't have. Okay. So anyway, the vacation was
But
kind
then
of
we
rough.
had an epiphany.
We had a huge epiphany.
We had an epiphany halfway through because their godmother we sent her, she was going to go to Hawaii anyway. And then we paid for her trip for a birthday present.
Yeah, because she was going to be there with her boyfriend anyway.
So then we hooked back up, and then she started babysitting.
She helped out with the kids.
And
then
we got to have a conversation.
It was epic. We actually had someone to help with the kids after 2 weeks, and it was epic.
That was epic. That was really helpful. And then we had a big... I got to tell you that 2 things that you do that were ruining my trip.
Yeah. And
that you didn't realize you did.
And I feel really good. I actually
liked it.
You really
knocked it off.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I actually want to commend you because you totally knocked it off, and it was so much better. It was so much better.
It was so true. You nailed me so perfectly on it.
Okay. So when I'm feeding my children, I put food and we feed them, and I know what they like and don't like, and they're finicky. But we get it done, put it down, and we sit and we eat.
One of them's finicky. One of them's not finicky at all.
But whatever, you just do it. But once we're eating, that's it. Me and the boys, they're quietly eating and talking. Bodhi has to comment on every fucking bite of food. Like, okay, you were that. Okay, now you're gonna eat that. Oh, well done. Great, you're eating that. Now why don't you have a bite of this? Now you should have a bite of that and then bite of that. I'm not gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Oh, and that. Oh, do you like that? Is that good? No, you don't like that. Here, you eat this. If you eat this, then you can have this. And it's like a non-stop commentary about food.
It's gotta be a Jewish thing.
And I'm like,
it's gotta be a Jewish thing.
It's like anxiety about food. And let's not have
it's
anxiety about food. It's like, I was not raised that way. Like, we don't have significance about food or importances about food. It's
totally
like,
a Jew thing.
There's no scarcity about food.
I know.
We're not in...
I'm crazy about it.
A depression about... We don't have sanction. We don't have to
there's
eat spam.
There's no crop embargoes. No, I'm crazy about
problem.
it.
So right. It was like every meal was an entire commentary and planning. Okay.
I'm just saying that we have a limited amount of time today.
So, and then the other thing is that he didn't even realize he does, that just creates an environmental, like, agitation, is he'll, like, oh, this fucking phone weighs, why don't you fucking, where's the fucking, oh, look at the fucking, oh, yeah, fucking, and it's like this antagonistic commentary about the world around him that he just comments as he goes, but it's like agitated attack.
Yeah.
And we're not in the jungle, and you're not capturing a rhino.
It's what I realize is it's like a bygone era of men used to be needed for, like, bringing down the tiger or the lion.
Go get that spirit. So I understand
and
that.
And now it's like translated to a dad yelling at his son, like, Tanner, TJ, I said bring your Finn and your brother and eat that hot dog. Like, so like there's like, because we went to the Disney resort and there was the Disney resort in Hawaii, and there was dads yelling at their kids every 30 feet. I mean, there was thousands of people there, and my sons were wide-eyed, which I talked about this in another podcast. Dads continually yelling at their sons. That was at the baseball camp. They were shaking. Yeah.
Things that dads do that we don't do.
So I think it's like this energy pent up from, like, we should be protecting the cave and protecting our family from lions and attacks from other tribes. But now it's literally like, my fucking iPhone.
You are that. And then, like, the toaster.
The fucking toaster. Oh, room service. $25 for a cheeseburger? What the fuck?
Where's the fucking thing for the door? Where's the do not disturb sign?
Oh, no mayonnaise. So that was...
And I'm just like... It's like...
She was right.
And then you wonder why... Like, I don't want to fuck you when there's, like... eat that good. Oh, eat that fucking thing. And it's just like this environmental experience being around you that's just like,
She nailed it. So when she told me that, I was like, you're right. It's fucking insane. Why do I get agitated because I missed a left turn or because the whatever. I don't even know. It's true. It's like a constant state. And then you had a realization that helped me live a better life.
Which was what? I don't remember. I don't remember.
It's good. You just blocked it right out, didn't you?
Well, no. Once I handle something, it just goes away.
Oh, is it all done now? You handled it all?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't answer
the one realization on the beach that you told me that really, I think, that took me to the next level of happiness.
I thought you knew it. That's why I didn't know it was like a big thing for you. Well, I really confessed that, like, I don't have any interest in being the wife. I don't want to be, like, girly. I don't want to fucking... But look, I do, when it calls for it, I do keep house and, like, do that kind of stuff. But I don't
This, for me...
cook. I don't want to be wifey. I don't want to be girly.
She doesn't like to be a wife. And we've been together, as a lot of you know, since the 20s.
I dig you. I just don't want to be wifey.
And that, for me, it matches perfectly
It explained a lot.
my insanity because I don't think I'm ever great at being the husband. I think that our roles are totally oddly yin and yang swapped, but that answered so many fucking things for me because there's so many things that she just won't give it up. She just won't give it up to me. She just won't. I don't mean give it up, but I mean like, let me be the man. Let me be the dude. And whenever I try to like wear the hat, put on the shoes of a man or a husband, she like puts on the brakes and she takes the balls back from me.
I do.
And when she said that, there was like waves of energy coming off me. Just waves of pent up energy coming off me. It was spectacular. I felt great.
Yeah,
Then she made me give her a blowjob. No.
I made him cradle those balls.
I had to
and stroke the shaft like a good man should.
And I had to swallow too. Yeah.
I just feel like if I stop being and doing everything that I am, the entire world will implode and eat me up. It's weird. I feel like everything will go wrong if I stop doing what I'm doing. And that doesn't sound like I have a lot of faith in you.
Yeah, that's encouraging.
But it's like, I don't know. It must have just worked for me for so long that I'm scared that if I like change it, something's going to happen. But I love you and I respect you.
It's literally sometimes like two guys walking around grabbing their crotches. That's our marriage.
It's a weird power struggle here.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes when you take me from behind, it's so aggressive. Shh. Shh.